my friends, welcome back to a new video today. We'll be talking about signs you can recognize in your life that the universe is preparing you for something big. In other words, something big is coming into your life, but you need to prepare yourself. You need to prepare yourself energetically, and there are things you need to know, because sometimes we think that challenges are appearing in our lives, like nothing is working in our favor, but later in life we recognize that actually everything was happening the way it needed to happen in order to get us where we need to be to become who we are meant to be. So those are truly important realizations in our lives, because sometimes we want certain things out of egoistic intentions maybe, or out of being influenced by environment, but deep inside we know there's something else we want, and there's something else which is actually giving us that sense of fulfillment when we are walking a certain mission, when we are serving others, or when we are helping lift each other up, or when we are doing something which is truly coming from our hearts. But often on that conscious level, it's hard to understand all of that. So there are signs the universe is giving to you which could help you to realign your attention, your intentions, and your energy to the path which is truly meant for you. So the first sign you can recognize in your life that something big is coming your way and that the universe is preparing you is that you have that deep feeling that the best is yet to come. So firstly, you may experience a sense of trust, you may start seeing synchronicities, and you have a strong belief that things you're working on will soon make sense, that something will grow out of it. Because usually when we start doing something differently, something which is maybe something completely else that all your family members are doing, people will not believe in you. So people will start pushing you certain beliefs, certain ideas why you should stop doing, why you are doing the wrong thing. And often because of all of that, we start questioning ourselves. Is there something wrong with me? Is there what's happening? Why nobody supports me? But still deep inside you have that strong trust. That's where you know that voice of your heart is getting louder, because you've been pushed a little bit from your environment, like the universe would be testing you and preparing you. Are you strong enough to truly do what you want to do? Are you truly ready to do what you've come here to do? Because if the answer is yes, you will follow your trust, you will follow the synchronicities in your life, you will follow that inner knowingness. And if that's the case for you, it doesn't matter what is happening outside of you, there's always a force which is supporting your path. And more you know exactly what you want to do in your life, more the universe is conspiring to make things happen. But as I mentioned at the beginning, often we may be influenced by the environment to do certain things or to want certain things. Not that there's something wrong with it, often we like to try different things, which is all good with that. But once we realign ourselves with ourselves, we may recognize that something is making bigger sense than something else. And once we recognize what is that thing that is truly providing us that sense of purpose, sense of meaning, it's much easier to know what to follow. It's much easier to know what to do. So when you gain that greater sense of meaning, you know what is truly meaningful to you, you will see that everything will start aligning for you. And between the time of manifesting results and experiencing an idea of what is truly meaningful to you, there's a certain time span in between these two different events. And in that time span, the universe will be helping you to shape yourself, to prepare yourself. And that's the time where you start doing the things you know that you need to do, where you start shaping your mindset, You start healing your past, letting go of what is not serving you anymore. You check out your actions, your behaviors, and you develop new habits which can help you to become the person you're meant to be. And during that time, the universe will be helping you to prepare yourself energetically for who you need to be in order to experience that reality. And that time span is really, really important for our journey, for our transformation. And during that time span, you will meet certain challenges, you will meet certain doubts and certain fears just to overcome them. Which brings us to the second sign from the universe that something big is coming into your life and the universe is preparing you. The second sign is that you're going through major challenges and roadblocks in your life. So why is that? Why we need to meet those challenges and roadblocks? If we remind ourselves that people find greatness because of great challenges, because of huge challenges, we recognize that in challenges we actually grow, in challenges we change, in challenges we adapt ourselves, in challenges we find that inner strength. Of course, there are two different ways to grow. One is through internal experience, through internal reflection of our lives. And the second one is through pain, through painful challenges. And more we learn to introspect our lives, more we learn to reflect our lives, how we are doing, where we are growing, where we are still avoiding certain unpleasant emotions, how we are responding to life. Less we need challenges, but still challenges will be there, but we'll not see them as something heavy anymore. We'll see them as great opportunities to evolve, to improve certain aspects of ourselves. So if you're going through major challenges right now, or major roadblocks, it's because you're already walking that path. As I mentioned before, you're already in that time span where you're moving from where you used to be to where you're meant to be. And during that time, you are letting go of what is not serving you anymore. You're shaping your mindset. You're preparing yourself emotionally by raising your gratitude, raising the feeling of love for yourself, for life, so the energy can rise within you. And you're meeting synchronicities. So probably on this level, you're already seeing a lot of different synchronicities. And all you need to do is to open your heart and to say to yourself that lucky things are always happening to you. So you can, shift a little bit that perception that not that bad things are happening, not that those challenges are coming from negative sources. Those challenges are coming to you. So you would grow, so you would expand. The same as you go into a gym and weights can be challenges for your muscles, but you still grab them, you weigh them, and that's how you grow, that's how you build strength, that's how you build clarity, and that's how also your muscle starts growing. So this is an important phase of life, same as the nature, the seeds go through challenges once you plant them under the ground. The challenge for the seed is to open itself and then to move through whatever is above it until it finally reaches the light, and then it starts growing even faster. So once you will reach the light through the challenges you're moving through right now, you will see that everything will start moving much faster, and the light in the challenge is actually the lesson that the challenge is offering it to you. So an important realization. Then the third sign is that you experience that internal sense, like a need to search for new knowledge. This is so important. It's like something would enter within ourselves, like a childlike curiosity for learning, for completely new knowledge, which can help us on that new path we are walking on. So whatever you're working on, maybe you're becoming an artist, or you want to become an artist, maybe you want to become a scientist or a teacher, or whatever you're working on, you've suddenly started experiencing that deep need. Well, I need to learn that. I need to learn this. I need to read those books. And it feels like the information is just coming to you, the right insights, what kind of books to read are coming to you, the right people are coming to you, the right videos and insights are coming to you. You see, everything is supporting your transformation. All you need to do is to see the signs, to see what has been offered to you, and to know when to grab it, what to grab it, how to use it, how to build a certain discipline in your life so you can take time for learning. Because often we can say, well, I don't have time for that, I just want to experience results. But the truth is, life is all about who we are becoming, and we are always the product of our choices, and choices are our choices, those are our responsibilities, and we can always choose what we'll do with this present moment. Moment by moment we are choosing, so choose wisely and be aware of the choices you're making on moment by moment basis, because that's where we see those tiny little details which are building our lives, creating our lives. Then the fourth sign from the universe that it's preparing you for something big is that you've started experiencing a sense of huge dreams. There's something big waiting you in the future. And most often people don't believe in these dreams. If you tell them to somebody, will say, oh, what are you talking about? This is not for you. You see, live a normal life, it's much easier. And people will say many things to you, but you have those big dreams and you're willing to follow them. Doesn't matter what is happening in your life, you're willing to do what you sense deep inside yourself that you need to do. That's where, you know, that force of the universe is kind of speaking to you. Hey, keep up with that, keep doing that. You know, everything will work. Doesn't matter what kind of roadblocks will appear, your goals are on the other side of those roadblocks. It's like the wall would be in front of you, and on the other side of that wall is a beautiful nature. And if you don't have a dream, you would never seek to get on the other side of that wall. So most people would stay stuck there and they would say, well, that wall is really boring, my life is boring, and everything is boring, and I see no sense, no purpose, what's the meaning of all of that? But people with dreams, they tend to build tools to climb over the wall, right? To see the other side, to see what's there, what's hiding on the other side, what more life has to offer. And if that is you, that's how the universe is preparing you for something big. So we always find at the end that the universe, that everything was always here. Like all the opportunities, all the desires, all needs, everything is actually here to inspire us to find that sense of where we feel naturally drawn to, so we can start walking that path of the soul. Because once we find that, we experience that inner fire, which is kind of giving us a strong motivation to do more of what is truly important to us. But because we like to distract ourselves, we also distract ourselves from that inner fire, and that's why so many people are lacking inspiration, lacking motivation. So I found out that truly the most powerful way to get back with that, in tune with that inner fire, is to cut the distractions and truly pay more attention to your inner self. Like, stop wasting so much time on social media, seeking different distractions and different things to be maybe inspired by, but seek for the inner inspiration, because it's always there. More we start in tuning ourselves with it, faster we will find it and stronger it will become. So this is the true magic. The real magic is within that sensation. Then the fifth sign the universe is preparing you for something big is that you've started seeking improvement in different aspects of your life. Because the thing is, we can't become who we are meant to be as long as we are holding to who we are right now. Because if we would already be who we are meant to be, we would not need to do anything different. We would say, well, I'm completely in love with my life and I love to do what I'm doing. And the biggest difference would be you would be much brighter light. You would be inspiring others, you would be helping others. But most people are not there because we have so many different blocks, emotional blocks, traumas, fears, frustrations, and we need to overcome that. So that's why at some level it feels like it just happens that we start seeking improvement of certain aspects. Sometimes we are maybe really productive, but we don't know how to take time for ourselves. Sometimes we are really creative, but we don't know how to be social, or vice versa. And that's where we recognize, well, I can learn that. I can let go of that. If certain habits are holding me back, let's let go of that and let's find people which have learned to overcome certain habits and develop new ones, and let's learn from them how to do that. Habits are designed by tiny little actions repeated consistently. So we know that the change is possible. We know that we can improve certain aspects of ourselves. But if we look around us, it just feels like most people just don't seek that, right? Most people just don't understand that process. And when you start seeking improvement in any aspect of your life, it feels like you're stepping outside of the society, because now you're taking your power back, because this is your power. If that's you, that's where the universe is preparing you for something huge, something big. The sixth sign is that certain people are falling out of your life. This is a natural process of transformation. And this is where you're decluttering your life, energetically speaking, from energies which are not allowing you to grow. So remember, when you have a heart of gold and pure intentions, you don't lose anyone, they lose you. And when you understand that, you know that everything is happening for your greater good. So wish them all well and move on. And the seventh sign, the universe is preparing you for something big, and something big is coming your way, is that awareness that you're not manifesting what you want yet, but rather what you need in order to become who you are meant to be. And I say often to become who you are meant to be, and I want to explain you what I mean by that. I mean that there's a plan deep inside your soul which was written by you before you were born. You wrote a plan for yourself, who you want to become, and that's who you are meant to be. But once we were born and we went through that aging process, we were influenced by our environment, what is good, what is bad, what we need to do, what is normal in the society, what are rules of this game of life and that great dream of reality, and so on, that we've lost that connection with that sensation, internal sensation of why we actually came here at the first place. What are our natural gifts and talents that we need to sharpen, that we need to develop, you know? And once you start experiencing that greater awareness, that manifestations which are happening in your life right at this moment are happening for your transformation. Maybe they are not the way you want them to be, but they are exactly how they need to be in order to get you on that path where you become more aware of what is truly, why you truly came here at the first place. So a great sensation can be an awareness of your natural talents, natural gifts, an awareness of where you feel naturally drawn to. Like for me, at some point of my life, I found out that I'm naturally drawn into a creative expression, like doing art, making this kind of videos. I was never into it. So that's why I know that there's actually an inner knowingness which we can become more aware of. I was never doing anything about it. Nobody in my family is connected with art or any of that. I was never in my childhood presented to art or any of that, but at some point I've just started experiencing like I need to do that. And once I've started doing that, I've recognized that I'm learning really fast at doing that thing. I'm really passionate about it, I'm joyful about it, and every time I'm doing that, it feels like I feel more alive than ever. It is recharging me. And that's how we know that this is the thing coming from our soul. When you're doing that, it is recharging you, it is filling you up with life. And every time you do it, you see the progress, you see that you're improving. So if you sense that, it means that you're doing what you're meant to do. So my friends, this is it for today. Something big is coming into your life. Practice gratitude. Open your heart for the miracles which are coming your way moment by moment. Do not attach yourself so much to the outcomes, but rather see the lessons that life is offering to you, and always have a clear intention of where you want to be, what you want to experience, who you want to become, and how it feels like once you will have it, to see if that's truly coming from your heart, if that's truly fulfilling, because there is no good and bad. You can have everything, but to feel fulfilled, that's a whole another story. So have also that sense of the future, how you want to feel in the future, because this is the most important thing. So this is it for today, my friends. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings and power. I hope you've enjoyed in today's painting, and thanks to all of you for supporting my art in my Etsy shop. I draw my passion. You can also follow me on my Instagram page, AttractPassion, where I'm sharing daily messages, daily inspiration. And my other page is I Draw My Passion, where I'm sharing my art. So go and check it out. See you there. Until next time, one love.